Okay, so good evening and welcome everybody. So Mohit, go ahead. Just share a little bit about this. What does this Delhi school do? Their whole system about this entrepreneurship training and whatever you know of it, and then what did you do last time? Just educate a little bit on that.
Uh, yeah, just give me a minute. I'll just start. So they, what this as per the slide shared by Delhi Department of Education,
Hmm.
there were total 38,000 teams in round one
Wow.
across Delhi,
Wow.
and 38,000 teams were chosen out of 4 lakh students. 4
Right.
lakh is 400,000 for my
Yeah.
uh, not so Indian friends. So
Yeah.
400,000 students, out of them, they chose 38,000 teams. Each is between 4 to 10 students.
Oh,
So
wow.
total, yeah. And these 400,000 are only from grade 11th and 12th, by the way, not the total.
Right. So if you
And
look at 38 teams, you're saying, no, how many teams?
38,000 teams.
Oh my God. So that is, if you look at, that will be like almost 2 lakh people.
Yes, almost 2 lakh people.
Oh my God.
And then out of those 38,000 in round one, based on business
200,000.
idea, they shortlisted 3,000 teams, which is
Okay.
about 7%, 8%.
So that is still 12,000 people,
Yeah,
12,000 students. Wow.
more than 12,
Yeah, yeah,
around,
more than that. Yeah.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
And these students were then given a seed money of 2,000 rupees, which is about what, $30 per person.
Right. Yeah.
And then they made their initial proof of concept kind of thing. And out of 3,000, in round two, 1,000 teams reached.
Hmm.
This was effort of schools only,
Hmm.
schools. In round two, then they involved coaches like us who are totally volunteering. There is no gratification or expenses involved.
Hmm.
Zero.
Right.
No monetary thing.
Right.
So um, I opted for 2 schools,
Hmm.
and there are 2 teams. One is into biomass based, bioenzymes based cleaning projects.
Wow.
Who- Another is into fabric and stones based jewelry making.
Hmm.
So, more than the idea itself, what is important is the kids learn the language of business.
Yes.
They also learn that business is not all about independence.
Yes.
बिजनेस में आपके और मतलब मेरे और मनोज जी जैसे तो सबके बाल उड़ जाते हैं. You don't necessarily get the best of the world. I told them, you think your teachers are more independent or the pan wala guy in the neighborhood? So they said pan wala. Like, but Panwala has 40 bosses, including the all the government agencies.
Yes.
Your teacher has only one boss, the principal.
Yes.
So
I
they
think that
get
is
the
great.
reality, they get the energy, they get to think about numbers. You know,
True, true. I think and this entrepreneurship education is extraordinary,
yeah,
and the way the Delhi government has been able to implement it, and it has been going on for many years now, right?
correct.
I I think
Third year
it's
now.
oh yeah, it's a breakthrough, and for me, it's very important because uh, the future that we see is a future where uh, jobs are not going to be the norm, right? It's a gig economy game, and ultimately everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. Even if you are in a job, you will have to work with an entrepreneur spirit.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. In
So,
job also, if you work with entrepreneur spirit, then only you can be successful. Otherwise, you're going to fall off the pyramid soon.
right. So I think this is extraordinary. I'm uh, hoping that other state governments also look into it. And Mohit, there are
Yeah.
a couple of our colleagues who are based in NCR. Do
Mhm.
you think they would? You can guide them how they could also volunteer if they're interested.
Not this season. There is already elected. There are only
Yeah.
4 weeks of coaching left now.
Okay, for the future, right?
Yeah, for next year, yes, of course.
Okay. So, Rajneesh, you are in Delhi, right? NCR.
And they don't need to be in Delhi. People from Guwahati, Assam, everywhere they are doing.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it can be online.
Deepika, in case you want to find out more about this project,
Yeah.
you get in touch with Mohit. Rajnish, I recommend you also get in touch with Mohit. I think this is a good thing to encourage. Plus, we should explore. Nilesh, you should explore how it can be implemented in Maharashtra. Right?
Hmm.
Okay.
Talk to people who can then talk to people and make some difference because there is no future of abundance of jobs. That future doesn't exist. Okay. So we have to bring in this whole mindset of everybody being an entrepreneur and operating from that entrepreneur spirit. The with automation and with AI and everything, it is uh, already that whole concept of jobs is uh,
Fading away.
yeah. I think I shared last time a couple of days back. I was in a HR conference and this question was asked to me as a speaker. Uh, is our job safe? I said, I don't know about you, but I know that jobs itself is not safe. The whole concept of job itself is not safe anymore. Right? And we don't even want to uh, train our people to be dependent on that. I think that
Hmm.
would be a good contribution. And everybody, if you see any projects, any opportunities where we can support entrepreneurship, we should do that. It just reminds me to share. I am right now coaching some startups who are also being mentored by IIM Bangalore. So they're getting
Okay.
double mentoring. They're getting mentored by IIM Bangalore, and there are a couple of them are also getting mentored by me, uh, i- of course, for their startups. So, and uh, so they also had some interesting stuff. They are doing a lot of such initiatives. The first one, they had some 1,000 women entrepreneurs. Out of
Mhm.
that, they shortlisted to 350, and now there are 275 women entrepreneurs in that whole cohort. And they gave, like for example, after 3 months of their mentoring, they selected some small group of people, and they gave them 100,000 rupees, 1 lakh rupees as award. And now recently they had another, after another 3 months, they had another uh, evaluation, and they had 300,000, that is 3 lakh rupees as award. And one of my mentee got both the awards. And that's interesting. And then I also found out that uh, IIM Bangalore is also working with another financial institute. This one is being funded by Kotak, I think, and the second one is being funded by Stanchart or something. And they are training 15,000 women entrepreneurs. So I think there's a lot of activities are happening in the entrepreneurship space, and wherever we can contribute, I think we should explore that.
Mhm.
Great. Thank you very much, Mohit, for sharing this. Hey, Vijay, welcome. Hey,
Hey,
Vijay, uh, I think
thank
your autopilot tries to join.
oh,
Is
is
that
it
yours? Is that yours?
not required? Not required. Yeah, it's I think probably mine. I think I
Yeah,
need to
sure. You should. Yeah, please unsubscribe to it because we don't have those attending the meetings. We want human beings here, right?
right.
And yeah, you will have this AI companion here.
Yes, yes. I
Okay.
think
So what?
one mentioning Manoj, I think that this was about Goldman Sachs was sponsoring that. Goldman
Okay.
Sachs was doing that's was doing with ISB earlier. So
Yeah.
10,000 women entrepreneurs were
Yeah. So
so
no, the ISB one is separate from the one that I'm talking. I'm talking IMB.
yeah, I'm familiar with that. What you mentioned. Yeah.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Fantastic. Okay. So what we should do is we'll give each of us, like we started last time, we'll give each one of us 3 lines to share about a project that we are working on. Okay, and let's do a round robin, at least for one project each. And then we will continue our discussion on developing our sales competency. So getting ourselves trained in the world of sales and business development, right? Is that good? Shall we continue with that?
Right.
Okay, cool. So who would like to start? You can talk about any of your existing or past projects. Try to share it in 3 lines, which is actually basically you're just giving the headline and 1 line of description. And then later on, you can put more information about the project on the LinkedIn page. By the way, some of you have discussed last time, but you're yet to add things on the LinkedIn page. Okay, so please do that. That's our uh, home for all the content. Okay, so who would like to start?
Can I start? I mean, I couldn't
Yeah.
do it last time. Let me. So I worked as a consultant, advisor, coach, mentor with an IT company which was into web application development. I started my engagement started with them in 2008, October, November 2008. It ended last year in 2023 after it was taken over by an American company, and the turnover had gone up from 1.4 crores in 2008 to 200 crores in 2023.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Just can you help, because we have David and Aljor here who are from different economy. So can you, let's convert the crores into this thing. So you said, what was the first number you said? 1.4.
1.4 crores, 1.4
Right. So that
crores
is
would have been around
140 million. 140 million.
yeah, around 20 million. Yeah. No, it's
Oh,
not
2 million.
20 million, 200,000 or so.
$2 million. It will be 2
Yeah,
million.
2 million. Yeah, it would have been roughly
Yeah.
not even $2 million, $200,000.
No, $2 million. If you're saying
Manoj is
1.4 crores.
he's right.
1.4 crores at 50,
yeah,
50 rupees, because it was in
yeah,
2008,
it's okay. It's not
was
important.
around
Yeah.
$300,000.
Okay, fine.
Right.
And
Yeah.
now it would be 2000 divided by 80 would
So
be around
basically, it jumped by what?
yeah,
Jumped by 100 times or more?
yes,
Okay.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. More than 100 times,
Yeah.
almost 200 times.
Fantastic. So firstly is hearty congratulations. I think this is a major breakthrough. And we as consultants in this profession, if we have this kind of success, that is what validates not just us, but also validates the profession. So thank you for doing such extraordinary work, and please do share more about it on the LinkedIn so that all of us can be inspired.
I'll do that. Yes.
Great. Congratulations, Rajneesh. Hey, Padma, welcome. We are continuing with what we did last time is 3 lines for each project. Okay. Fantastic. So who wants to go next?
I can go, Mayank here.
Oh,
Okay, Padma and then Vijay.
Okay, this is an old project that I worked on with the Ministry of Education. We worked with, at least I worked with the Tamil Nadu colleges, higher education institutes, on what we called sustainability parameters in colleges.
Right.
So we sensitized the colleges in 5 major areas of sustainability: greenery in the college, water management, waste management, energy management, and hygiene and sanitation. These 5 areas we actually worked and set parameters. What are the various aspects? Sensitized the colleges and rated them. So that was a huge project across India where I was assigned the state of Tamil Nadu to work with.
Fantastic. Super. Then did you build on further on it?
The council that worked on it, sadly, the chairman moved out. So we did set we had people in the college, faculty in the college who would take it forward. Sadly, there's no follow up from the council that is working on it. So, but it was a very interesting project that we can still work on, I think. Very interesting.
Yeah, I think so. And if you want to do brainstorming with any one of us, you should.
We also had a district sustainability mentor for these. Every district had a mentor. We trained them, and we asked them to follow up to be the nodal point for that district. So we across 700 districts in India, we had these mentors.
Wow, fantastic! Yeah. Thank you very much. Again, reminder: do share more details on LinkedIn. Okay, Vijay. Hey, David, I didn't understand your message. After Vijay, you can share. Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I was going to share about that as my project.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do that.
I think most of the project that I'm into, folks, is into training and consulting and coaching. So this is a space. So I would probably narrate about something that recently I've completed. I was building a program for senior associates and managers of a professional services company, building them the journey as they are already, it's a succession move for them. They're into one level, they just become senior associate, and another from senior associates, they're moving to managers. So that transition, what sort of capabilities and skill sets were required. So I was part of this transformation. So there are a couple of themes that I was driving as a facilitator and a coach. So that has been a phenomenal experience because especially the senior associates, when they just, with their technical competency, they've got this now. So, but what gets them here, as we all understand that it may not make them be really successful in the current role. So what they need to be doing, what sort of an expectations they have to really be clear about, how they're going to lead their teams, and as they're going to get some people to be managed going forward. So that's a real big shift for them. So making them to see it from their perspectives. And there were so many issues that they were narrating about, what challenges they had with their managers and all of those things. So was able to put all of them into perspective and sort of build a curriculum and which they went through. And it was a phenomenal wow sort of a completion for the transformation. So if you look at that entire journey, it was, if you have to look at in sort of a score or rating, so it was about 4.8 plus or 5. So that's the sort of an experience we had.
Okay, brilliant. And which industry was this?
Professional services. Most of them are CS, yeah.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. And next time, Vijay, we have to be in 3 lines, okay?
Yeah. This is the first time, so I thought it is,
no problem. Okay, who is going next? Deepika, go ahead.
Yeah, so this was...
Deepika, sorry, I had called on David, I forgot.
No. Go ahead.
Yeah, David, go ahead, and then Deepika. My apologies. Yeah, David.
Sure. So I put this in the chat. One of the projects I'm working on right now is submitting proposals for a summer enrichment program at a local community college. So it's like a 10-week program. The first week is 1 week, then there's 4 2-week sessions, and it ends with another 1-week session. And so I've been creating proposals for different 2-week courses that I can teach children ages 6 through 8, 8 through 11, and 11 through 14. It's my first time doing something like this. And the proposals I created so far are about freestyle rapping and mindfulness, and using AI to create your own educational curriculum.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Thank you. And again, David, please share more details of this on the LinkedIn group. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Deepika, go ahead.
Yeah, so this was a project I did for Signal Logistic Company. This was a safety management program. So the target was that the truck drivers in US who were driving, so the challans that was being cut for safety, it was 16 to 18 per week. So our target was that we have to bring it down. So after an intervention of training on safety, we could that to remote. So we brought it down to 5 to 8 challans per week. So the idea was, sensitizing the issue on safety and connecting remotely to the drivers there in US. So
Brilliant.
that was the overall.
Yeah, fantastic. Thank you very much. Safety is a very big uh, game, and safety training is a very big industry. One
Yeah,
of my friends who's supposed to be also part of this group, they do huge amount of trainings in the safety conversation, and especially behavioral safety,
yes,
behavior based safety. Great, congratulations. You are in the right game. Again, do share more about it in the LinkedIn group.
sure.
Are you part of the LinkedIn community?
Yes, I've joined.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much. Hey, Aljor, have you joined? Okay. And Mohit, do you want to share again, or you're done for the day?
No, I can.
Go ahead.
So we are talking about the transformation through three lines.
Yeah, any project. You're introducing any of your past project or current project in 3 lines.
It's about my own company, which is into offbeat travel.
All right, go ahead.
I did sales and marketing transformation. Within 1 year, I brought the revenue 30x from about 30,000. In today's exchange terms, it was about $30,000 at the beginning of it, and I brought it to $1 million
Wow,
in a year. And
fantastic.
last line is it was through the combination of relationship sales and digital marketing,
Brilliant.
both feeding each other.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Nilesh, you want to share?
Yeah, last time, as I said, today I had a meeting with the association, and we are expecting a very good tie-up with Marathwada Industries Association, where we will launch Ego to Eco 1 year program.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you very much. Again, uh, please share more about this on the LinkedIn group.
Yeah.
Okay. And you being part of the core team, you need to share more. I'm putting you on spot now. Okay. Aljor, have you joined through the laptop, or are you still on the mobile? Okay. So in the meanwhile, I'll Padma, did you want to say something? Unmute and say.
Manoj, can I
Yeah.
share?
Just 1 second. Padma, go ahead.
Are we doing 2 of them or just one? Are we sharing 2?
You can share. Go ahead.
Okay, just 3 lines for it. There was this project that we did in Telangana with UNICEF, where UNICEF was recruiting student volunteers from engineering colleges and degree colleges for the WASH program, water, sanitation, and hygiene, to achieve open defecation free in villages. So they were enrolling student volunteers for life. Like they created an app, and we went around the colleges and we helped them enroll and sensitize them. So I was in charge of creating the whole training program for the guys who were going into the colleges and sensitizing the students. What do they say? What do we do? It was a one day training program. So I created the content for it and trained the trainers for that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Vijay, go ahead. But now 3 lines only, okay? The first time benefit is over.
Okay, all right. So I think the immediate thing that's coming to my mind is in the past I had done NSDC specific skill development for across sectors. So majorly for electronics and retail and BFSI. And that was a great experience where NSDC has issued the NOS, National Occupational Standards, for each of the roles in different sectors. So I was heading the design and the content.
Okay.
So that is a phenomenal experience.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That's great. Thank you very much. Hey, Mayank, can you get your video on?
No, my video is on, but there is some issue with the camera.
Okay.
The
Go
video
ahead.
is on.
Okay.
So,
You want what we are doing is we are giving people a chance to share about either their past project or current project in three
yeah,
lines. In 3 lines only.
absolutely. So let me just tell my space is marketing, in which we do consulting, strategy, and execution. Line number two, we recently concluded a project with a client called as Exonator, with a certain kind of consulting and strategy, which helped them to lay out the marketing plan. Plus, we also helped them in pitch deck consulting, where they got a funding of $1 million in terms of to process the whole operations of their company. And we don't connect investors to the company. We only do pitch deck consulting with the two very focused, which is governance matrix and opportunity matrix, which basically helps to get investors gets to know how the company is planning to go ahead.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. Make sure you share more about it on the LinkedIn group. Okay. I'm reminding everybody till the time this becomes your default habit.
Surely, surely.
I'm inviting each one of you to create the LinkedIn group as your homepage, and at least once a week, each one of us should update. And also, if you're not connected with each other, I recommend that you connect with each other so that you expand your community. And whenever you post something on your LinkedIn, we would come to know if we are connected. Then we can like and comment and contribute into the it getting the momentum. Okay, so please, I think I am connected with most of you. If I am not, you can just send me an invite. I definitely will accept it. But I checked recently and I found that I was connected with most of you. But it would be also good that each one of us is connected with each other. Okay, that's how we build the community. Okay, and so I'm going to take an opportunity to share about my project. Uh, so long time back, I was working with NI Sparta, which was then a Reliance Group company. It was at one time Asia's largest corporate training company. And we had more than 800 trainers. We had more than 100 academy only for insurance education. And I was responsible for training 125 trainers in the telecom industry. And we used to do, what was interesting is we used to do a 21-day boot camp for any trainer before they can be scheduled to train. And they had to get certified in 5 things before they can get scheduled to train. And that was an interesting thing. And we used to have like the sessions from morning 9 to night 12 for 21 days with one holiday. And I think a lot of trainers in the country will vouch for that they hated that training then, and now they love that training, and now they credit that to be the foundation of their success. Thank you very much. Okay, so what I would like us to do now is instead of going into the sales conversation, I think let's also explore where can we collaborate, where can we support each other, what support you need, right? And where can we support you? So one is, as I mentioned last time, is some of you are not from the business side of the game, right? You are domain experts. And if you need some support in thinking about your own business practice as a business, right? We are available to have some coaching sessions, of course, complimentary, right? So I would recommend that you take the benefit of it. We are coaching a couple of consultants to help them set up their businesses, okay? And because people are domain experts and not necessarily in building their own practice. So that is one thing. But let's see, what do you need? What would make a difference for you? So let's have each person say, what do you need? What will make a difference for you?
Art, Manoj, I think for me,
Yeah,
as I just began my journey as an entrepreneur,
right,
expert in the design delivery, but not done sales in the career. So I have always been taking from the pre-sales. Sales is
right,
something to me. So I think that's where I probably was looking for someone who could help me so that once there's a lead, then I will take it from there on. So that's a thing.
right.
How do
So, okay, got that. And uh, are you open to even looking at this whole challenge in a different way?
Hmm.
Are you open for that?
Absolutely, absolutely. In fact, I've become a salesperson now. I mean, not practiced enough, but now I'm doing it consciously. But
Right.
I think being,
Okay,
yeah, go ahead.
great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yep, I got it. Somebody else? What is your biggest challenge right now, or where do you need input right now?
I don't know. I think I'm a little behind others where AI and its uses for trainers is concerned. I don't know
Okay,
how AI can help us. I don't think I've understood the full potential of it. So maybe some insights into that would help.
perfect.
Use it in my day-to-day work or whatever work I do, if I can add value there.
Super. Thank you very much. Got that. Okay, somebody else? So let's not wait. Okay, so anything for you, Mohit?
I'm actually working on two projects on my own.
Hmm.
So as of now, I'm good there. I just need accountability buddy. If somebody can volunteer to keep me under leash,
Hmm.
you know, because I get distracted
Right.
into
Okay,
multiple other things.
perfect.
So that's the help I need. Otherwise, I can offer my experience and education in variety of fields, sales, marketing, including digital marketing, any area of digital marketing. Or I can also help in AI, understanding AI, how you
Okay,
can use. I know a little. I mean, through my technical background and R&D background, I tend to have a good grip on technology quickly, any new
okay,
technology, so I can help there.
perfect. Perfect. So we should look at Mohit, if you are willing to do 15 small 15-minute sessions, okay, on say use of AI and also on digital marketing, social media marketing, digital marketing.
From what I've seen is probably we need to start with the marketing first and then get into digital marketing, because digital marketing is just one way of marketing,
Yes,
and
I understand.
fundamentally marketing needs to be understood by consultants. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, perfect. So, so you could start with a 15-minute small session, and
Sure.
it is more like a teaser and getting people exposed to it. And then maybe if we have enough demand for it, we can then request you to schedule a 1 hour masterclass.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Mayank, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just wanted to say I can also help people because I have a domain expertise plus I have my own company called as photosynthesis, where on the lines of Mohit, where we can help prior to the stage of marketing, which we called as consulting, where basically we help to define, how to position your company, your brand, and then go about doing advertising, not
Right.
doing advertising, then positioning it with a very sustainable product called as 4KYC, which we have developed in our own, which helps you to map the user, the buyer, and the people who influence the buying decision. So
Right.
once that is done, the execution of digital marketing and marketing becomes very easy for any brand that wants to position itself in a certain way in the market.
Yeah. So Mayank, I suggest you schedule a separate call with me, and
Okay.
let's look at firstly the way we are right now visualizing is uh, each one of us, whoever has an expertise to offer, we do it like small 15-minute sessions, okay,
Okay.
to get people introduced to a particular concept, and then we build it from there. Okay.
Surely. Surely.
So if you want to do something like that, you let's get in touch. You get in touch with me, yeah,
Absolutely.
and we'll build it further.
Okay. No problem.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And okay, so Rajneesh, anything for you?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, perfect. So then I think we'll go to the sales conversation that we have been having last time, and we'll build
I
on.
have something to share on this topic before we move
Yeah,
forward.
please. Yeah, David, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So this year, I'm working on a multifaceted business based around meditation and coaching, with writing and video content, meditation circles, monthly workshops, one-on-one coaching, and software development. And I'm struggling with customer relations management and project management and monetization.
Right, got that. And so, David, what I would like to offer you is if you would like to have a separate dedicated call just to understand your business and kind of where we can see and give you some inputs of how you can start looking at your business. Because it looks like there are many things you want to do, and maybe once we understand it better, then we might be able to contribute, right? And so that would be
ये नहीं
one of
खाया
our.
मैं सुबह खा ली जाना ये खा ली सुबह
Hey, Gopal, welcome. Welcome to the community. And I just put you on mute because you were talking to somebody else. But welcome to this community of Changemakers. Thanks for joining in. Can you get your video on, Gopal? Welcome. So, Gopal, do you want to just take a minute to introduce yourself?
Yes.
Please.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. My name is Gopal Sharma, and I'm a BITS Pilani graduate. Then I did my MBA from Strathclyde Graduate Business School in Scotland. And I lived most of my working life in the Middle East. And just 4 years back, I came back here.
Sorry. Mayank, can you go on mute?
Sorry. So I have over almost like 38 years of experience, with last 15 years of experience in management consulting.
Fantastic.
I worked with Tata Group for almost 8 years as a corporate strategy guy. And then I had my own consulting practice in strategy management and balance of scorecard and things like that. That too in the Middle East.
Okay, brilliant. So
Yeah.
welcome to this community. And what we are trying to do is to get all the consultants, trainers, and coaches who are in the organization space to move from being individuals to being a community. Right?
Right. Thank you.
And then we support each other, back up each other, and also basically 4 things. Know each other, right? Learn from each other, support each other, and collaborate with each other. And especially collaboration is the last, because we believe that collaboration can only happen after we have done enough relationship building and trust building. And we don't want to do transactional relationship. And we are looking at this like a long-term relationship, and not the fast food version.
Yes, actually, that's why I was interested in, helping each other. It's always good, collaborating together on certain projects wherever it's possible. Yeah. I think that's what I'm looking
even,
at.
yeah, great, fantastic. And I'm just going to read out for everybody. what we have articulated as our context. So creating a nurturing community of conscious change makers who facilitate organizations to be a positive contribution on the planet. As a community member, each change maker experiences being supported, valued, empowered, and fulfilled. I'm going to also put this in the chat for everybody. And here we go. Okay, and yeah, 1 second. Manan, just hold on, okay? Let me see if I can share the screen so that this now also see this as I speak, right? I think it is still loading. Are you able to see the screen now? Or yeah, now it should have come. Yeah. Okay, so this is what I just read out. So I'm going to do it once more. So creating a nurturing community of conscious change makers who facilitate organizations to be a positive contribution on the planet. As a community member, each change maker experiences being supported, valued, empowered, and fulfilled. Okay, so that is the whole context of what we are trying to build as a community here. And as I mentioned to Gopal, so basically the four aspects of is connection, getting to know each other, education, learning from each other, support each other, and fourth is collaboration. So for example, if you are working on a project and you have some challenges, or you're about to propose something and you have some challenges, or anywhere where you need input, you can come to the community and get supported. And that support in many cases would be complementary. Okay. And then of course, if there is something bigger project and you think, no, I want to engage more for a more time, and it is appropriate for you to be having a financial conversation, you could have the financial conversation with the relevant person, right? So you can reach out to anyone and do that. Okay, Banan, go ahead. Do you want to share about a project or something?
It's not about the project yet. I've not that went deep into it.
Okay.
But I've wanted help in getting work and assisting some people in any way I can. So it's like as I've begun my stint
Yeah, okay.
to develop my expertise in multiple domains as a generalist. So at least we can develop for some, let's say, for universities and colleges in any way.
Yeah, perfect. So what you should do, if I can suggest, is share your profile with people.
Sure.
Right? And if you you have heard people and you see that there is something that you can contribute, you can reach out to them. They're saying, okay,
Yes.
I'm willing to be like an apprentice or something,
Yeah.
and
Anyway, I
learn,
can.
right? So yeah, you should offer your services.
Of
So
course.
again, put your profile on the LinkedIn, and
Sure, sir.
also if you need to message somebody through LinkedIn, you can connect and message each
Sure.
other.
Of course, sir. Thank you.
Great, Manan, thank you very much. Okay. Now, I'm going to do a small exercise, which is about getting into the world of the customer. And we're going to look at something in the sales. People who are in the sales training, they know this like the back of their hand. But many of us are not in sales background. So we want to kind of start from basics, because the foundation, if it is strong, it will help us as we go to the complex things. Okay. So what I'm going to do is do an exercise which helps us to understand the buying cycle. Okay. So now we'll need a volunteer. So anybody who has purchased something in the last 3 months, 6 months, something of value. Have you purchased something of value in the last 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year? Say maybe more than 5,000 rupees, more than 10,000 rupees, or something important. Anybody?
I bought air tickets
Okay. From where to where?
from US to India and back for about 1.8 lakhs.
Okay, great. Okay. So, and are you willing to be a volunteer in this process?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to open. I need to open one more file. So what we're going to do, Mohit, is just document your whole purchase process. Okay. And I'm going to ask you some questions and we'll document that. Okay. So when did you first think of buying this? So you went from India to US or US to India? Or both?
I bought it for my daughter from US to India.
Okay. So uh, bought tickets for daughter from US to India. Okay. When did you buy it?
I bought it on, I think, 11th or 12th of December.
Okay. On 11th December. Okay. Good. Now, when did you first think of buying?
About 7th December.
Okay. Thought of buying on 7th of December. Okay. What was the reason that led to that thought?
She wanted to come home on year end.
Think of buying? Is my internet patchy? Yeah. Yeah. Mohit,
Sorry?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
So I'm saying, what triggered that thought?
So she wanted to come home on the end of year vacations, New Year.
Okay. Daughter wanted to come home for vacation. When did she tell you?
2 days back, 5th.
Okay. Informed on 5th of December about the vacation. Any reason why she didn't inform earlier? Did she have some other plans?
Yeah, she had local plans, but then she
Okay.
thought she will not be able to come for that long again to
Right.
India.
Okay.
So she felt homesick,
Okay.
emotional there.
Right. So she had local plans, but then chose to.
Then she felt homesick.
Yeah. Right. Felt homesick. Okay. Got it. So she told you on 5th that she wants to come to India, right? And then did she ask you to buy the ticket or
Yeah.
you? Okay. She asked uh, Mohit to buy the tickets. Okay. So what was your first thought?
I first thought was a last minute decision, and the tickets are going to be fairly expensive, considering it is New Year also.
Right.
So had she told me 3 months before, we could have saved half the money.
Right. Thought was last minute decision. And at New Year time, right, it will be costly, right? Okay, good,
Yeah.
good. What did you do next? Did you did you
I
research
went
it?
on
Yeah, go ahead.
I went on comparison websites
Okay,
to see what are the best dates with the best fares. And
okay,
within my constraints of not making it a long travel with a lot of layovers,
Yeah. Okay, take
not
comparison
needing
websites, and you evaluated
based on
days,
layover
dates, layover time, right?
countries, because visa we couldn't be able to we won't be able to secure many transit visas at the last moment.
Yeah,
So
country.
countries,
Okay, so the question was transit
country
visa.
stopovers. Yeah.
Yeah, transit visa, and hence the stopover country.
Baggage allowance.
Right. Baggage allowance. What am I doing? What is the spelling of baggage? Okay, baggage allowance. Anything else? Did you check anything else?
Uh,
Okay, so this is good enough.
and airlines, of course, yes.
Yeah, so which airlines did you check?
Many of them actually. Airlines also depended upon which frequent flyer miles program she was enrolled in.
Right. So checked airlines. Can you name some of them? Which airlines did you consider? Because I'm sure
Lufthansa.
you didn't consider all of them, right?
Yeah, more the famous ones. I mean,
Lufthansa,
Lufthansa,
Air India,
Air India, United, Delta, KLM.
okay, KLM, okay, and maybe some more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and when you were checking these airlines, the above criteria were one, of course, some of the criteria. Any other criteria did you have when you were deciding airline?
We also didn't want any stopover near the Middle East area because of the fluid situation in Israel-Gaza war.
Okay, so one concern was
So we didn't want Qatar Airways, or we didn't want anything Jordanian Airways.
should not have a stopover around Middle East, and uh, hence you eliminated Qatar,
Many cheaper alternatives, yeah. Qatar, Jordanian, Turkish.
certain Turkish, and couple of other airlines, right? Cheaper options. Okay. Did you buy through the ultimate? Okay. Any other criteria did you evaluate?
I don't remember much. I mean,
Did you
didn't
buy
have much time, so
yeah. So did you buy directly from the airline, or did you buy from a portal like a Make My Trip kind of portals?
so first I bought Lufthansa directly from the airlines.
Right.
But then I found that there were two layovers within Germany, and she would need transit visa, which was not feasible. So I cancelled it within 24 hours at minimal penalty, and then I booked KLM through Make My Trip.
Right. Cancelled it because of two layovers.
Transit visa issues.
Transit visa issues. Okay, and then you bought through what am I doing?
Make My Trip. I bought KLM through Make My Trip.
Okay, bought KLM through Make My Trip. Okay. And did you buy insurance along with it? Did you buy any add-ons to
No,
it?
we did not.
Did you have to
We
buy
did not buy insurance.
did you have to buy extra luggage or anything?
No, we
Mostly
did
no.
not.
Okay, so now in the context of time, I'm just going to wrap up. So consider all of you, whenever you purchase, you go through some cycle like this, right? Now, when we started and he said, I bought a ticket, I'm sure most of you didn't think it was 14-step decision, right? And that too, we are just kind of covered on a broad way, right? If you go deeper, you might find actually more, right? So consider each one of us when we are making any decision, we go through 4 phases, okay? And those 4 phases are what we call as R, E, E, R, E, E, D, which is R. First R stands for recognizing need. So when daughter says, I have to come home, I will not get this kind of time again, right? Then Mohit recognized the need that I have to buy a ticket, right? So she has become homesick. So as a father, he said, okay, I have to buy the ticket. So that is a phase of recognizing the need. Then the second the element is what we call E, is for evaluating options. So he evaluated options, Lufthansa, Air India, United, Delta, KLM, and more, and with those criterias, right? Days, rates, layover time, transit, baggage allowance, all those things. Also, the criteria is called Middle East and all that. So because of those criterias, he eliminated doubts. And when you eliminate doubts, you also eliminate options. So, okay, this flight, because it has say 24-hour transit time, I'm excluding that, right? Like he eliminated Qatar and others for other reason, which is the Middle East reason, right? So there is a whole process of eliminating doubts, and then he is shortlisted and he came down to Lufthansa. But then he realized that, oh, this is not actually fulfilling my criteria. There are 2 layovers. We have a transit visa issue. Then he again canceled that, and then he finally decided, so which is what we call making a decision. And finally, he decided to buy through Make My Trip. And there could be some other reasons he might have, I don't know if you evaluated other options like Make My Trip, because there are many such portals, or did you just go with...
In fact, I have a travel company, so I have my own 10 other sources.
Right, yeah. So, but everybody, can you see that any of your important, significant purchase decisions, they go through these 4 phases? Okay. Is that clear for everybody? We are recognizing need, evaluating options, eliminating doubts, and making a decision. Okay. So now, why is this important? Consulting is an important decision. Nobody is going to buy consulting. Oh, they were on the road and they saw an ice cream and they bought the ice cream. Nobody buys consulting, coaching, training like that, right? It's always a thoughtful decision. And every customer is going through these phases. Every company, every MD, every HR head is going through these phases. Something happens, something changes, and there is a need that arises. So like Mohit was not expecting this in November, right? But then all of a sudden, something changed. His daughter said, I want to come. So always need arises when there is a change. Something changes, either a thought changes or a situational changes, some change happen and a need arise. Maybe a communication happens, something. So there is always these 4 phases that each of our buyers are going through. And if we are not aware of it, we will not know how to talk. Because different phases you need to support differently. Next time we are going to discuss how to support and which are the phases for us. So this is the buying cycle. Next time we will talk about the selling cycle. But first we want to understand that each person is going through this, right? Each of our target customers are going through this. Okay. So what I would like you to do is look at any of your important purchase and make a list like Mohit helped us to make your own list. Because it has to be a personal experience for you to remember these 4 phases. Okay. And then when you're talking to your potential customers, see in this week if you can identify which phase are they in right now. Are they still in recognizing the need? Is that still a weak need? Or are they evaluating options? What are the doubts they are trying to eliminate? Okay. Or are they in the decision process? And every time the conversation needs to be different. Okay. So think on this, and we will see you next week, next Tuesday. And please make sure that you are active on LinkedIn. We need you to keep contributing there and build the whole momentum. Okay. And also, please keep
Manoj,
inviting people into this game. Yes, Mohit, over to you.
Manoj, it was very fantastic way of looking at this thing. Please share this with me. I'll share
Yes.
it with my daughter so that she respects me more than she does.
Okay. Thank you. We'll do that.